Well, obviously, like, Chillwave is the worst label ever, and it's just like, I hate when people are like, hey, it sounds really glo-fi or something. I'm just like, what the fuck does that even mean anymore? So it's like, I don't know, like, I feel like we're past, everyone is past kind of like genres and trends, and we're just doing our own thing, you know? So.
I listened to these people, like, before I even really made music like that, electronic music at least. I listened to Giraffage, like, walking home from the bus stop after school. Like, I listened to his Comfort EP, like, all the time. And Slow Magic started doing his thing, I listened to that too. And I told them both this, and they were both surprised because they listened to me too, so.
This is only like the third day of tour, and we've just kind of been driving around in the van the whole time, and it's like, it's been really surreal to have like 5 different artists together, and like we never really thought that we'd be together, like, because we were all like, wait, what the fuck, is this really gonna happen kind of thing, but for it all to come together is like completely surreal, and it's just like, it's great because some of my favorite producers are on this tour, and it's like, it's really doing some great stuff, and yeah, I'm really excited to be part of it.
The fact that this lineup is filled with just like inspirational musicians and other just like close friends of mine, I couldn't ask for a better tour. It's so good.
I feel really honoured that we were asked.
Yeah, it's an amazing lineup. Such a good lineup.
Yeah, and we are so different. Like I said, because we're more of a band than everyone else is. I mean, it really is producers with vocalists and stuff like that.
But I actually think it will fuse quite nicely.
Check. Yeah, I think, you know, I a little bit feel kind of like the odd one out tonight as far as, you know, stylistically, because I think definitely, you know, XXYYXX and Giraffage, you know, they've collaborated in the kind of, you know, the kind of crew, I think, and, you know, they have sort of similar sounds, and Blackbird Blackbird, and I think it's all, you know, sort of in the same area, and myself, I think the only reason I fit in is because I'm eclectic, and, you know, I definitely like rocking parties, but I like weird music as well, and I like keeping it diverse, and yeah, man, so we'll see. I think there's I think it's sold out down there, it's a big crowd, so, you know, whether they like it or not, they're gonna have a dance party. If my grandma asks, I say electronic, and she still doesn't understand what that is. But yeah, genre names, man. I can't put one single name on my sound, because you know, for myself artistically, I pride myself in touching all of them. You know, I like techno, I like Miami bass, I like Jersey and B-more, juke, house, hip hop, R&B. Like I really try to touch all those sounds. I came up listening to all that stuff. I study all of it, and I do all of it. So, you know, if people ask, I you know, it's cliche to say I like everything, but, you know, I really do touch on all those sounds.
I wouldn't try to like classify my music at all, really, like to fit into part of it, but I just kind of see it as like 5 producers with their own like unique kind of styles coming together to just create something even more unique, you know? So we really can't really be like bogged down to some genre or anything. It's just kind of like just a really cool collective of artists coming together and yeah, I mean, I guess we're all like producers, and it's there's no like full band really, but there's like really different elements that come into play like for each of our stuff. So it's really awesome.
I think my self-titled album is sort of like you can put into that whole like mesh of what bloggers are calling post dubstep or down-tempo-ish kind of mix of that. But now what I'm doing now, it's totally different. It's not like, basically I'm saying, fuck all, I'm gonna do what I want now.
Yeah, I guess that it's electronic music with like flecks of like acoustic sounds that still come through from like original recorded stuff. But I mean, I guess my grandma would still be pretty confused.
Yeah, you'd have to say folk.
I guess the folk thing is still relevant because they are songs, like they're quite sort of structured songs that we end up writing. Electro-acoustic.
I guess it's folktronica, dream folk, or...
Yeah, there needs to be a prefix or a suffix. It's definitely not folk on its own.
No.
It could be.
We've been booked for a couple of folky festivals. I don't know if they know what they're in for.
Yeah.
Whack
Yeah,
out
it's
in the
fine.
face.
We can flirt with two different worlds.
Yeah.
I think it'd be called trip hop. That's not cringe at all, but I wouldn't say it was trip hop.
I quite like that.
I don't mind it, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, I mean, we get described as a lot of different things, I guess.
I discovered production, I kind of blew my mind just being able to do everything, sort of make beats, resample vocals and stuff, and then just got really into different bits of gear and became really geeky about it because it's basically the perfect blend of creativity and nerdiness that I love. So yeah, that's about it now. I'm a bit obsessed with sampling stuff and making different sounding beats.
I usually start in Ableton, and sometimes we'll start with just like dragging like different drums and then kind of like altering like the drum sounds, and I'll usually do drums first and then kind of like bring in like the melody after, like, so I really like having the rhythm kind of set the tone of the song. Or sometimes we'll even take just like, I'll spend like hours on a sample, like, or like a vocal sample or whatever, and kind of like infuse it into like the track or whatever. But usually I start with rhythm or whatever. Drums really kind of, because I used to be a drummer, so it kind of helps me kind of like, I guess, get the track kind of going. So I feel like if you have really good drums for a track, it's hard to make it kind of shitty. So I don't know. It's really kind of the rhythm for me. It's important.
My previous live setup, it wasn't fully live, so it was, most people kind of running laptop setups, there's a lot that's coming out of the box that's canned. One person's only able to do so much, so I realized that I want to have, when I come back to playing live, I want to have like a proper ensemble and try to do things all out of the box, Either have a drummer or somebody running drums, I'll play keys and trigger samples and, do various things, and yeah, man, like actually have a band. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to next with playing live. And I'm a longtime DJ. I came from DJing, I came from turntablism and scratching and being a big record nerd. So, DJing is, I think, as far as getting in front of crowds, that's my first love. So it's been good getting back in, and there's so much good music coming out of all different styles. I like just running through it all and just, rocking the party. I was inspired by two-step, and I was inspired by jungle, I was inspired by grime, I was inspired by early dubstep.
Dookie by Green Day.
My favorite Blink-182 song is Josie, like anything off Dude Ranch.
Radiohead, Jeff Buckley, Massive Attack, that kind of thing growing up.
Lala Roscoe, like Rinse, like old Rinse stuff.
Lofa, Apple Blim,
Ryan Hemsworth.
DJQ.
2562, and he was kind of doing that stuff. you know, Caspa, all these guys.
I think we all listen to electronic music, like Purity Ring and Grimes and Clubs Casino and stuff like that.
I've been listening to like a lot of different kinds of stuff. I really like Rye, Cashmere Cat.
Nile Rodgers, Tony Visconti, Manny Fresh, Trevor Horns, and people that have made, you know, staple pop hits.
James Blake at the moment, and Bonnie Bear.
John Hopkins and Brian Eno and
The vocalist from Stereolab, like, I would love to work with her. Music isn't a competition. It's not about being on some blog, because those bloggers, they're in their own competition or whatever. Just do what you want. That's why I make music. That's why I want that to be my career. You know, just it's what I want to do. It's what I love doing. And it's the only freedom that's left for me. You know, is art and music. So why take that away? You know.